All right, let's now get into the front pages of our daily newspapers. So we're starting off this morning, and as always, the weekly edition of the Mail and Guardian is out. So let's take a look at the Mail and Guardian. And that's their front paper. A big pyramid is what they have. There's black with yellow and white writing saying 2.7 billion rand. Pyramid scheme victims count the costs as their investments disappear. I have no hope of getting my money back. This has devastated lives. So that's a big story that they are covering. You'll have to get that one to take a look at the details of it. In the top corner, there's Israel, Russia, South Africa, the art of fighting against war. That's the one. And then another one, quite interesting, up in the corner, US acknowledges cost of Brigity's comment. So I had to quickly just jump in and look at that one. And what they're saying is that US President Joe Biden's administration has for the very first time acknowledged the economic damage that was caused by allegations made by its ambassador to South Africa, Ruben Briggity, in May, that the country had sold arms to Russia. So this was an interview that they'd had on the sidelines of AGOA. The Deputy Assistant Secretary at the US Bureau of African Affairs, Joy Basu, said the government recognized the impact of Brigity's comments. Basu holds a high position. In the past, the US has refused to acknowledge the damage caused by Brigity's accusations against South Africa and simply stated that it had moved on. So this is you remember that time, our currency dropped about 4.6%. So they're acknowledging it. No apologies or anything, but there was an acknowledgement. So that's what the Mail and Guardian are saying in an exclusive interview. All right, moving on to the next front page that we've got now, and that is the business day. So let's look at the leads on the business day. JSE debuts trade in carbon credits. That's what they're leading with. Active markets crucial for South Africa to deliver on emission reduction. Carbon credit rating in SA took another step forward on Thursday when the JSE opened trading on its new voluntary carbon market. So that's what they are looking at the moment. You can get details there. Then the picture that they've got, and this is the story that we've really been focusing in on and really leading with, in fact, in the bulletins this morning, the whole issue in Palestine and Palestinians fleeing from the north of the Gaza Strip towards the south to escape an intensifying siege as Israeli tanks roll deeper into the enclave. So that's the issue where they're saying that Gaza, there are few vehicles that still actually have fuel, and many people continue to walk until they find new shelter. So that's the picture of just hundreds of people walking. Sibanye bulks up scrapyard portfolio. That's another story they've got there. Sibanye Stillwater has agreed to buy Relden Metals. It's a US-based recycler of green precious metals in a nearly 4 billion rand deal that bulks up its presence in the world's most established market for the platinum group. So that's the other story that they have got there. I can see some other stories on the sidelines here. Productive sectors carry on shrinking. JSE explains lack of endorsements as well. So those are just some of the stories on the front page of the business day. Okay, next newspaper we've got for you is the Sowetan. Let's take a look at the Sowetan now. And the Sowetan front page there, repair teams under siege is what that one is saying. And just to open it up and get some details, we reveal Gauteng's most dangerous places for municipal technicians and how that affects you. Official survives 5 attacks in one area while called out to fix electrical faults. Goodness me. All right, that's their story. And then, of course, the big picture on the front page is Kaizer Chiefs founder and chair, Dr. Kaizer Motaung, at a dinner at Monte Casino in Fourways. I think he's been inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a Hall of Fame. I can't read the print there, unfortunately, but that's, I think, what the photo is. Then, of course, the Soweto Derby. Johnson wants win to honor Kaizer Chiefs. That's it. And Rivero wary of new look Chiefs. And then finally, David Tlale toasts to 20 years in style. Well done. Okay, that's the front page of the Sowetan. Let's move on to the Star now. So the Star is leading with CR must not be shielded from scrutiny. The UDM leader, Bantu Holomisa, says the arrest of 3 suspects should not take the focus away from Ramaphosa, who was yet to come clean on the matter. So that's the word there, as you know. A 3rd suspect has been arrested now, so that should be interesting. But Ramaphosa should still stay the center of it all, and that's what Bantu Holomisa is saying. Then, of course, back to the Kaizer Chiefs and what What's it saying here? The Battle of the Soweto Giants looms, Pirates and Chiefs. They, of course, the captains there of the teams ahead of the match anticipated, and it's happening tomorrow, so it should be a fantastic one. So there we go. They're saying here that Rugby World Cup heroes Makazole Mapimpi and Kirkley Arendse will be among the guests of honour at the F&B Stadium to watch that battle out. And then finally, Manuel pulls no punches on economic flaws. The former finance minister has a scathing diagnosis of the factors contributing to South Africa's economy and to the larger extent the whole of Africa's growth. So some comments there. Then very quickly on to the Citizen. So rushing through these papers this morning, and the Citizen there, how NHI will hurt families. That's what they're leading with. So they're looking at NHI and its effect on families. It'll be interesting to see what they say there. Remember that old BMW? Goodness me. Okay, precious metal. Tariq Chip Musa next to Nkabi GP, his BMW E9 as it arrives in Denver yesterday. He entered the Gravity Car Show, one of Europe's premier shows, where it won a top 5 spot. There are less than 150 of these models left in the world. So yeah, okay, there we go, nice one. And then court unmasks Mashitile thugs. Deputy President's protectors finally get a trial date. Rush through those, and remember, get to the website sabcnews.com. All of the details of some of those stories and more covered there. You'll be able to find everything you need on our website. So go visit it, make it one of your favorites. It really is worth having as a favorite to keep up with news. It is now 7 o'clock. Let's bring you the news at the top of the hour.